Hello and welcome back to Factorio Space Exploration and Krastorio 2. We are well on our way to getting worker robot speed 7. Today we are working on Material Science Pack 1, which is going to be very similar to Energy Science Pack 1, but with material science instead. So we're going to need some lithium chloride in space as well. We are going to need to do something very similar with material catalog. Plasma stream is going to be important. This is very similar. We already have these things. We're going to need concrete in space as well. And of course, iridium. Now, one of our big problems in our novice orbit station is power. Unfortunately, if we look at the research, we don't have this right now. So we're gonna fast track this. We're also gonna fast track holmium cable because we're gonna need holmium cable. This is an incredibly cheap technology apparently. And then we are going to get flat solar panels. The reason I want to go here is because these are 4 times more efficient than the normal solar panels that we have. So it's going to save us some space. And the only expensive material for crafting these would be either immersite or holmium, because the multispectral mirror is incredibly cheap and we already have stacked up so many of those in space. So this is the route we're gonna go. While this is unlocking, we want to take a look here at immersite production. We do have a bunch of this, and we are unable to spend this on anything meaningful because this process is just too slow. So we're gonna have to go down there and figure something out with that. Because each of these would be 5 immersite crystals. So we're gonna need quite a lot of those. And right now, I don't think we have a law. Okay, we have no immersite crystals whatsoever. Which is terrible. And this is only because we can make immersite crystals basically directly from this. Is this the only source of silicon that we have? This. I think it is. So the first thing we want to do... Yeah, we're completely out of big prod modules as well. This does not have a production equivalent. We do only have 50 of those stored up, which is also requiring immersite crystals. And powder we have so much of. Powder is non-issue. Okay, this is actually a non-issue altogether, which I find interesting. So I'm thinking... Oh yeah, this is sulfur output. Okay. I'm thinking we swap this around a little bit. We'll do this. We're gonna put powder here on a belt that we're gonna get in this direction, yeah? Which is fine. This here ain't really needed. We'll take that in this direction. Okay, and you guys are going nuts. Clearly. We'll do that. We'll do that. And this as well. And then we'll take this, do that. This is not needed. That can go there. This is not needed. That can go there. Right. This will take in this direction. I think we do this instead. We'll have the powder come in over here. Like so. You're gonna get... You're gonna take 60 powder. Yeah, like we can have so much of this, you know? And then we'll place this into this. That's fine. Let's see, this is still not a lot. Okay. And we're still gonna need to power this somehow. The only reasonable way to power this would be like this, you know? Like so. Let's see. Last hour or so, we've been averaging 20 immersite crystals, which is not a lot. This is way more than that. You are kinda struggling with nitric acid, and you're kinda struggling with ammonia. this is probably because of sand. How much fluid can you eat? 500 per minute. That ain't exactly enough. Okay. Hopefully this is gonna be at least helping a little bit. We're gonna need to have to do something about sand as well, I think. This needs to go faster. I mean, 93 is not that bad. Question is, can we keep this up or not? This takes such a long time. Around 70, okay. How many of these did we decide that we wanted? I'm gonna probably stop at 100, not gonna lie. So if we need these to make the advanced solar panels, that's gonna be already really rough. Okay. Do I add another one or not? I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that the answer is probably no right now. We are semi-struggling with this. It's purely a crafting speed problem, right? Let's put a couple more of these out so we can get more capsules running. Just a question. I can't send capsules directly, right? I can't pack capsules in capsules. That would be stupid, right? Where is this recipe exactly? Okay, it is under manufacturing, so this would probably also be under manufacturing. The only thing we can really send with that is low density structures. It would defeat the purpose of that logistics very heavily. Okay. Copper to Ogun is kind of struggling again. What if we do 400, 200, 200, 200. You're telling me we don't have enough of this? We don't have enough of that, okay. That's excellent. This is also starting to struggle a bit. We're pretty much out of petroleum. Yeah. We're unable to produce enough petroleum. This would help with some speed modules, probably. A 19 per second. So this right now is 4K, 4.7K. So another thing that immersite crystals would be very helpful at solving. So explosives definitely gonna be a problem here. Question is, do we move that up here? So we can make so much explosives up here. It's a longer distance. Are the bots Megabase? The bots are not that busy right now. We'll do that. I think we'll keep this, because I think they'll still pick the closest distance. So we'll get a little bit from here, and then whatever we need to fill up with, we take from here. Yeah, because now explosives are the problem. Although we're not full on copper exactly, but this here is very, very slow right now. So can we get this constructed? And with some power maybe as well? Okay. That's all fine. How are we looking on speed modules? We're looking kind of decent. We can get this process up and running a bit faster. We might be okay. Let's go up to oil here. Put that in there. That's 5.9 up from 4.7. What's that? A percentage increase. Let's see, 4.7. It's more than 20%. Okay, it's about 25% increase in this part of the process. So I think it's worth putting these in here. You can do 30K instead of... What's that? It's gonna be like 25K. 24K maybe. Yeah. So we basically gain about 6k petroleum per minute. Considering this is eating 33k, that feels like a pretty worthwhile endeavor. Now, I don't think light oil is gonna be problematic. Could do the same thing here to get this running quicker. We don't really have any more modules to put into this build, unfortunately. Did this solve our explosive thing? Not really. This is still a bit too slow. Let's say 300 of each then. And 400 of copper. Why don't we just go 400 immediately? Whatever, dude. Because this can send 4. Okay, so 200 should have been enough, but whatever. We have the materials, so having a little bit more stacked up here is not gonna be the end of the world. 182,000 copper in the system. Explosives is gonna be our biggest issue right now. But we still have a decent amount here. And sulfur is being problematic. Okay. This here would probably benefit from prod and speed modules. I find that interesting, but I rest my case. We can't really put prod modules in that right now, because we only have 27 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that would be 12. We could do half of this build, I guess. This is eating 28k. This is eating 25k. Kind of 1.4k per minute. So we are going up. We're definitely going up. Oh, it's also because of plastic being full, I guess. Does plastic being full make this go full speed? Doesn't look like it. This is weird to me. Why is this not filling it up when there is stuff in this thing here? That doesn't make too much sense to me. this should want to empty these two inventories completely into these. So I don't get why that's a throughput problem specifically. And this is going into the base. Okay. And we're just... It's just a trickle of sulfur right now. How close are we to filling this up? Not close at all. Okay. Don't tell me oil production is already going to be an issue. That would be annoying. We're only doing about 60. And I'm guessing this is because of Dracat. And still missing these. And still missing explosives. Oh, I'm so retarded. I've been spoon-feeding Ogun instead of spoon-feeding Dracat. Okay, man. Why do I do this to myself? Why did I think Ogun was the problem? Why did I think Ogun was a problem? Power-wise, we are fine. Let's take this as well. It's a 20% increase. So we're making 30 per minute right now. We should even be making a little bit more now. Just a little, tiny teensy bit. 36, roughly. I mean, this is gonna help with our Vulcanite as well, which is great. Because we need Vulcanite as well. We are making about 70 per minute. Up from around 42. So this is a pretty decent increase. Yeah, and you don't want to fill this thing up either, which is great. Because otherwise that would be a problem with this enriched thing. Is it time to build another one of those, though? We don't really have enough enriched right now. We're not really stacking up crushed either. We might need another delivery cannon if we want to make that happen. Okay. Let's go to our mall. Mall is this way. Mall is here. So in theory, you can make about 39 per minute of solar panels. Oh no, this needs nitric acid. Oh no. Well, that's not bueno. Well, in good news, we can support roughly this much. That's gonna be a ton of immersite crystals. We need to solve this nitric acid problem. Because right now we're getting fuck all of nitric acid, and I need way more, because holmium also requires this. So this here needs to be solved. Right now ammonia is the core of the problem. So let's go down there and see if we can find a solution to that. Unfortunately, I also think sand is a huge part of this problem. Are you working full-time right now? You should be able to make 310 ammonia. You are not making 310, you're making 280. Because you should be eating... That's not a problem. So why are you being weird? Why are you being weird? Does this actually not stack up properly? Oh, I think there's a little tiny teensy gap. Yes, and now next recipe is not gonna be able to insta start. Okay, it is. Then I'm confused. I'm not confused anymore. So these inserters are not able to feed this enough sand. And then we come back to the problem that we have here, which is gonna need a belt upgrade. For sure. Let's just upgrade the whole belt here. Like so. Okay. That should help this process ever so slightly. I seriously doubt nitric acid will be doing that well. We're gonna need 750 nitric acid per minute to support that. We are maybe doing 1200 right now. Maybe. So we're closer than I thought. We're closer than I thought. What about this? You should still have an excess of hydrogen here. Which it looks like you do. Can now make 372 ammonia. Which... Okay, yeah. That's not even remotely close. Ammonia is such a huge bottleneck for this. This ain't working. So we're gonna have to move this somehow. We gonna have to move this somehow. How do I want to do this? And we don't have any other way of getting hydrogen right now, right? We do. From methane ice. Is there any other way? Doesn't look like it. Wait. There is other ways of doing this. Iridium catalyzed water electrolysis is gonna use a little bit of iridium to get us 200 hydrogen, which is a lot more. Water separation is 40 or 60 water, 4 seconds crafting time. So why are we not doing water separation down here? Did we not have that unlocked last time I was here or what? Because this here seems retarded now. I understand for this process we needed the hydrogen, or the chloride, sorry. But for this process we only need the hydrogen. And we do have the water here. It's not the first time I've done something stupid, but let's remedy this problem. There we go. The sand is gonna go fuck off somewhere. We can do water separation here instead. You're gonna eat 90 water per second. This is way better. Like, way better. No one cares about the water, right? I don't remember where this water even comes from. The source is here somewhere. Or is it here? this is the same, right? Yeah. You're barely doing anything. Okay. Okay, that solves the problem. That indeed does solve the problem. Clean this up, please. We'll do that. Now, if we're gonna feed one of this with ammonia, we're gonna need 1200 per minute. We're gonna need 1200 ammonia per minute, right? Yes. So that's at least 4 of these that we need. Okay. So if we offload this process here, I'm gonna take this, move that down here. We're gonna take ammonia. We're gonna move that down here. We'll do this. We'll do that. Put this in there. This will eat 1800 hydrogen, which is, we're getting way more. We'll just plant this down here, yeah. Boom. That's fine. Then we need whatever this blue thing is. And this is actually nitrogen. And you need about 600 nitrogen, which this should be able to cover. Potentially. We'll put that there. We'll put that there. That's fine. Yeah, so you're covering that. Easy peasy. You'll take this. You'll come up here. You'll go directly in there. Unfortunately, I should have probably calculated that we needed this. So I need to move this 3 steps up here. 1, 2, 3. Because I don't want to do this. Oh, we can probably move it 1 more back. Not really. I'll do that. And we'll do this. A little bit too lazy to do anything else. Okay, now we have the problem that this needs way more nitrogen. Like way more. So we're gonna put out 2 more here to do that thing for us. That way we have a little bit of an excess. Okay, and then we run into the problem that we need more of this as well. Which I find ironic. that. We'll just drag this here, yeah. We'll do that. We'll put one here. That's beacon overloaded. Where are you getting your other beacon from? You're getting it from there. Okay. You are not getting it from anywhere, which is unfortunate. Then beacon is overloaded here. We'll move that there. We'll move that there. That should be all the hydrogen that we need for this. Okay. So ammonia is now loaded up. Which means we can do... we have something here for this. Nitric acid barrel fill. Nitric acid barrel. Okay. So far, so good. You are now actually lacking the crushed immersite. Which is interesting. And we're mega eating the supply of everything. 384. But we've been managing 93 per minute for a bit, which is good. That's pretty good. Okay, so now we need an barrel unloading thing, which we had here. So we're gonna put that here. This is gonna be nitric acid. This is gonna be nitric acid barrel empty. We'll pipe this straight into these. And we'll be able to do advanced solar panels. Now, these need to be crafted in space, which I find a little bit cringe. But it is what it is. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do this. This is gonna be advanced solar panels. Advanced solar panels. And we'll have a thing here. Advanced solar panels. Only stacks to 20. Wow. Okay, that's also kind of cringe. But we can have a lot of those in space. That's okay. That is okay. Let's see. Are we starting to get anything up here? We are indeed starting to get some in here. How are we doing with vulcanite? This is working pretty well. Let's see if we can stack up 200 instead. Okay, are we having... We are having a little bit of a struggle. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised about that. We might need to send another care package to Ogun. I've gotten like mega distracted this episode, but that's okay. Hello, Ogun. Landing pad. Reactivate this. Okay. So repair packs. Let's send like... I don't know. Let's make sure we do send a bunch of this. Let's say 1500 of that. We need some repair packs. So I feel like we need more stuff on Ogun in general. Unfortunately. Nitric acid is now very, very full. This guy, I think, is probably sending as much as possible. We have 1.4k, 1.2k. How many substations do we have? A lot, 92. Let's see if we can increase this. I don't know if we have any of these things. I don't think so. They're missing construction robots. Okay, yeah, they're busy. Okay. That's fine. Let's turn this off. Let's turn that off. Okay, we don't have many repair packs. Man, I think we probably want to have more repair packs. I think they're here. Let's do green inserters instead. That's okay. And then this is gonna be a problem because you're gonna eat this real quick. Okay, I think we just do that. We do this. That's a big care package for Ogun. We send that. Oh yeah, okay. We have way more power than we need, really, realistically. So this is not a power problem. Is it because it's so further away, it takes more energy to send it? That kinda makes sense. That kinda makes sense. We have a bunch of belt as well. And that needs to go in there. So maybe I sent a bunch of solar panels there without actually needing it. You've made a couple. You have definitely made a couple. Nice. Because we're gonna upgrade that anyway in space, I think. I need to send this as well. Oh, I think we're out of yellow cards. No, we're not. We have a bit still, but let's just send 2 more of the rockets. Because why not? Okay, so this is now a crafting speed problem instead of anything else. Let's launch that as well. Yeah, I mean, power here is really fine. So we're getting more here, right? Okay, now you have gotten to the point where having more here would probably be a benefit. Let's do that. That should be fine. Let's do that. That we can put there. That we can put there. It would be so helpful to increase our vulcanite processing here. Wait, what? We're missing some... Yeah, no, that's... We're definitely not upgrading that. Okay, please. Okay, nice. That's gonna go away eventually. Because we don't have the better substations, so upgrading that will be very, very difficult. And then we can plop this down, hopefully, very soon. Okay, nice. I have a couple of these modules here. So I'm gonna go here and plop these in. Power that up. Power this up as well. Right. Boom. Okay, we probably just want to do this here again then. Okay. That's fine. Can I just do this instead, yeah? There we go. Okay, we are now spamming these. Probably temporary. Probably very temporary. Now we've done 100 and something per minute, but there's no way we get that much. But this is nice. This is really nice. We're still missing these. We're stacking up a little bit of crystals. No, we're not really. But we're making 100 per minute, roughly. That's really, really great as well. Which means that's going to be a bit more full. You have 192. Okay, so we're at least we're not gonna fill up this entirely, right? So that's good. And you're gonna go to space soon, TM. This has completely stalled. Why? What are we missing? We're missing energy things. You're missing holmium. Did we fuck up holmium? We're out of cryonite. What? We're out of cryonite. I've made a mistake. Again. This water here, we kinda need it. This was an unfortunate victim when we... Oh no. So this has been idling for a very long time now. Okay. This was an unfortunate victim when we deleted oil. That's rough. That's really rough. Okay. Well, we've spent an entire hour not doing what I really wanted to do. But at least this is gonna kickstart everything back into gear. And we'll be able to finish this off and do the better solar panels soon. Because we need to fix this power problem in space. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to make material science. Because these here and the particle accelerator, they're so power hungry. And I think one of these things do require okay, this is plasma directly though. But it's still like 7 megawatts per machine and we're running at very close to like capping our power. So we needed to do this regardless. So power problem and material science next time. If you like this content, consider subscribing to my channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching and have a really, really nice day.